Texas, only one matchup goes by the name of Revivalry. Everybody open their hymnals to the same page. Come under the tent as we come together with one accord for these old foes to clash again. Welcome to Amon G. Carter Stadium in Fort Worth, home to the TCU Horned Frogs. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Baylor Bears, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the TCU Horned Frogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Bears will get us started with the opening kickoff. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So TCU's offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. These two have played some barn burners over the years, and last year was no exception as the Bears won a close one.
The Bears took care of business. They made the plays when they needed to. Did a good job in the rivalry game, keeping their heads level, making those plays. They came up victorious, and now TCU had a year to stew on it, Palmer. Think about that loss.
And TCU believes that they've got the matchups to make this a different story than what it was the last time they played. They feel like they have better players on this team. We're about to find out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
One thing you know about this defense, they have got a pass rush, and you cannot be predictable, especially when it comes to throwing the football. There is too much athleticism and length up front on this defensive line and in their front 7, and they register a sack.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Man, you can't draw it up any better than that. First possession, force a 3rd down. You want to shut the home crowd up, sack the quarterback, create some momentum. Now you're getting the football back to your offense, probably with great field position.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The Bears offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well together.
He'll ride his man on the option. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They're able to make a quick stop.
Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Got it in the middle, it's Duke. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. You're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Zings it complete to the right. And that'll not only be a first down, it'll be 1st and goal from the 7.
perfect timing to call that pass play. It's 3rd and short down here in the red zone. Everybody in the stadium expecting you to run the football, and if you don't get it, maybe you kick a field goal, maybe you go for it on 4th. You don't have to worry about that now because of the pass completion. It's 1st and goal.
And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see the option, and they didn't know exactly how it was going to look specifically. They've seen it a few times early in this game. They've given up some yards, but it looks like they're clamping down on it now, guys. And we know.
Touchdown, Bears! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum is always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. You know, when these two first met in 1899, both schools were located in Waco. Of course, TCU eventually relocated, and relocating the Frogs in the conference realignment race over the years has stoked the fires of this rivalry.
And it's weird because Reese covered that game. And I know that because he was the sideline reporter. It was a 0-0 tie. Yes, both teams from the same region. So a lot on the line. We've seen some excitement with these rivalry games. And with this matchup, Jesse, I'm excited about today.
Me too. And I think when you think about Texas football, everyone's always talking about Texas versus Texas A&M. Don't forget about Baylor TCU. These fan bases do not like each other, and the action on the field seemingly always delivers.
3rd down, the focus of the defense has to shift. It has to change. We have to understand now exactly where the sticks are. We can't give up those plays for them to get beyond the sticks and get those first downs.
The give. Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They'll leave it with him. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. That's caught. It's small. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
And the defensive coordinator is irate on the sideline. 3rd and long, it's a short throw. You've got to be able to rally, make a tackle, and force the punter onto the field. They let him get loose, break some tackles, and with the first, the offense stays on the field.
The Horned Frogs have their offense in high gear. Direct snap. He'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
That's the end of the period. Baylor is on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. First play of the period will be a second down. Wants to go up top. Caught in the backfield, it's Payne. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They've made clutch, tough plays on this drive on third down. They need one more on 3rd and 7. Wants to go up top. Gets it to him on the screen. Breaks into the open. He goes out of bounds across the 25, marked it at the 24 in this defense. Its head is spinning.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
And the Horned Frogs will have it 1st and 10. Handoff from the gun. Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Got to pick up a few to move the sticks here on 3rd down from their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Into the end zone. It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season.
I love the defense's approach on this drive. They didn't panic. They gave up some yards, but what did they do? They forced a 3rd down, a predictable situation, played great discipline, broke on the football, and forced the big interception.
Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Hauls it in. He's loose. And they'll bring him down after the long completion. An explosive pass play for this offense.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
The Bears have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Trying play action. Caught behind the line. It's Turner. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Makes the catch. It's Hansen. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. And the Bears are marching down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a 1st down.
The Bears will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. He'll do it himself. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Baylor!
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point makes it 14-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, a quick update on a notable game going on right now in the ACC. Duke has opened up a can right now, and based on what we've seen, I'm not sure anything is going to change. They're up by 18 over Miami. Any major changes in this ACC standoff, you'll hear about them first from us, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27.
Well, I know he was struggling to get going early in this game. That right there, though, was easily his best run so far. And this is one of the more talented running backs you're going to see in the entire nation. They need more runs like that to get this offense going if they're going to win this game.
There's the pressure. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this.
Looking for a deep man. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Horned Frogs will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is called for. You want to make sure that you field it cleanly in rainy weather like this. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up. These guys offensive.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Back to pass. Flex it out of the air. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
I know everyone's yelling like, you didn't get the 1st down, we need more yards. But if you think about it, nice short completion, sets up a 3rd down. And guess what? Nowadays, 4th down, green light. We're going to go for it anyways.
He'll try to pop the draw. He stopped short of the first down, but he gets it into plus territory on the scramble, and now decision time on fourth. The Bears will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really, really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
So now it's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Makes a connection. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
And you just wonder now, is that the play that's finally going to wake this offense up? They've been sluggish throughout the entire first half, but could that be the thing that finally just gives them a little bit of a jolt and leads them to scoring some points here before this half is over?
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air on 2nd down. Oh, he wants it all. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He stopped at the 19-yard line. A big play there to get the pick and take it back inside the 20.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Turning it on! Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. And the Bears can really attack on this 2nd and short. The corners are walked up tight. From the gun, running back on the move. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
Nice job to keep it himself, find the first down marker, and move the chains for this offense. The Bears have it with a 1st and 10. Handoff to the fullback. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there.
I love it. What a play call. Going to the fullback in the running game, and he shows you that he's got some ability. This guy was a big-time high school running back, and he shows you the wiggle. He's got some ability to break tackles, and he helps his offense out.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And you can tell the QB wants to run. It's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end-of-the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in the 4th quarter game.
Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. Grabbed in the middle, it's Hansen. Nice pickup there, gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, some real edge-of-your-seat moments, and there's still 2 quarters to go between the Bears and Frogs. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move-the-chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big, fat W. Baylor and TCU. Seems like this game almost always delivers. Fellas, let's send things back to you.
And the Horned Frogs will kick it off to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're your quarterback. Then you're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well. So you have to know where your answers are.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Got his man in the middle. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
And that's the start you absolutely talked about and discussed in the locker room. This defense, they didn't have a lot of success in the first half. They needed some good things to go their way, get a stop, create some momentum. Great first drive by this defense. Now their offense has got to put some points on the board.
Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. These guys really need to get something going on this drive. They are still well within striking distance, but they have very little to show for their possession so far. Just what they were looking for, and he's got them set up in business at the 35 with a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They'll give it to him again. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
It'll be interesting to watch this offense really down the stretch because they can't really have that balance, especially when they're going backwards. Like, they're down. They've got to put up some points, got to get some stops. I think this offense has to be aggressive, and I think it's going to have to be through the air.
Looking to fire. Finds the tight end. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another.
Grabs it inside the 10. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense first and goal from the 7.
No touchdowns yet, but that may change very soon after that long completion by the offense. Really great route, and a nice job looking that one in. He set his offense up now in the red zone. They're looking to score some points.
Direct snap. It's Payne. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Second and goal for the offense. Pushes ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
Mano a mano, the offensive line gets it done, driving the defense back, creating an easy lane for that running back.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Big Ten action right now, and wait till you see how things are playing out in this one, Phyllis. Nebraska is just boat racing them right now, thanks to an offense that's putting up video game numbers. They're up by 35 over Minnesota. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Back to you.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Makes the catch. It's Hansen. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Back to pass on second down. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. And the Bears have it with a 1st and 10. They try to pop a run on the draw. Cross the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. He's got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
They'll try to sneak it. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him short. He does not pick up the first down. The Bears will punt this one away. Just needs a crack to get a return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. They'll give it to the back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Right back to him. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still just a very short gain. The Horned Frogs really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's small. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offside.
So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out first downs on a penalty. Use the play fake, now to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
They go to the draw. Really good pickup on 2nd down there. Leads them with 3rd and 2.
Draws are such a smart way to take advantage of fast defensive linemen that want to get upfield and get after the quarterback. It keeps them honest, makes them realize they got to play the run too. Great play call.
And the Horned Frogs come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. catch in the middle. It's small. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. That's the end of the quarter, and it's Baylor holding the edge. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Give to the running back. There he goes. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
And this time they're waiting for him, and he only gets back to the line of scrimmage.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
He saw man coverage, and the idea, just get it to my receiver as quickly as I can and let him work, David.
See man and see the cushion and see the guy backed up a little bit. Now I know I can get it to him right now and get a positive game.
Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Touchdown, TCU! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the fourth. They took it 68 yards on that drive, and they finished things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. That 14-point lead is gone, and now they'll try to get back on top with a scoring drive here. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hansen. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. What a good job by the defense to force that play outside.
And it's tough when you're a defense and you like to play fast and aggressive. Those counter plays are usually something that's good to run at them. But if you can be smart and stay sound and stay home and understand when people start pulling your direction, forget the fakes the other way, you can stay home, be productive, get big plays like this for your defense.
That play was designed to go to the running back. They were hoping they were going to get man coverage. And one-on-one, that back is going to win that matchup every single time.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on fourth down.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision.
They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They tied it up with a touchdown drive, got some good work from their defense, and now here in the fourth quarter, an opportunity to move on top. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick release on the RPO. Shows off another move and gets down to the 33-yard line. It's amazing how fluid and potent an offense can seem when you get a great pickup on first down, and the tight end's a terrific place to go.
Tight ends nowadays are kind of like cheat codes. I mean, they just know so much about right here. Seeing zone, no one to sit it down, boom, positive yards, nice positive play for this offense.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Going for it on fourth down late in a tie game. This is a huge play. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Hey, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on fourth down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field and catches the defense off guard.
The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. The Horned Frogs have it with a 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I think the run defense, a lot of times late in the game, you always wonder how well it'll hold up. Nice job on this play by this defense, getting in and getting the running back on the ground.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, they'll run it. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? The defense calls the timeout. Their 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Palmer. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Absolutely center cut. They take the lead just over a minute to go, and now, guys, the challenge, try to stay on top.
Well, the offense and special teams did their job, right? Here late in the fourth quarter, they put themselves now in position to win this game. It all comes down to the defense. If they deliver, if they get the stop, they win this game.
From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. This is everything you could hope for in a rivalry game like this. Close game, waning moments, history waiting to be made, guys.
And it's moments like this why you come and play for the...
And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Wants to go up top. Here's a throw downfield late. He's got it along the sideline. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can.
No gain on the play. Second down coming up.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Grab near the sticks. It's Hansen. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. And they spike it and get the clock stopped.
QB spikes it. No gain on the play. Brings up second down.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Here's a heat. Makes the catch near the sideline, but he's down immediately before he gained an inch. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone.
Really nice job there by the safety back in the middle of the field. You see his range and the speed. He's able to close on the ball and then knock it away. Nice play.
Timeout called by the defense, 27 seconds to go. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. It's good, and that was dead solid, perfect. Final minute of play, all locked up. Are we headed to overtime?
Man, that is a massive field goal. So much pressure on him. With just a couple of seconds left here in the game, he knocks it through the uprights. It looks like this thing's going into overtime as long as your defense does not completely screw this thing.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Gets away from one, finds room. He found some really good running room on that one and just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Now they need to pick up just a few more yards here to get within the kicker's range, David.
No doubt, Reese. We got to take care of the football, but we're trying to get as many yards as we can. Jesse, let's make this thing as easy as possible on our kicker.
And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and two-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the big fella. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
We're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Grabbed behind the line. It's Palmer. He'll be stopped just a little short of that 15-yard line, and now they're looking at 4th and short.
A really good job by the defense, understanding 3rd down, the situation in the game. I play a little bit deeper, take away the sticks, react to shorter. I got to go get him on the ground now. Nice job making the tackle, but playing the down and distance first, and now forcing a 4th down.
The tension, the intensity, the drama, the offense steps to the line on 4th down in overtime. Fighting off the defender. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
And these are the plays you know exactly what you're going to get up front. The offensive line does a great job blocking. Just create a little bit of a hole, pound through that hole. That running back, they can't tiptoe, they can't dance. Run north-south and get that 1st down. Nice job.
Makes the grab. Touchdown, Horned Frogs. They strike first here in overtime.
And find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback. Finding the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he made that extra point. The wet turf, no problem at all. They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
You spread me out, I'm going to speed you up. Nice job. They go empty. Nobody in the backfield to help the quarterback block. A linebacker comes right up the gut, gets to the quarterback, gets him on the ground.
And the Bears trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
It is so beautiful when I get you behind the sticks in guaranteed passing situations, because guess what? I don't have to fire off and play run. I'm going and getting the quarterback and getting him on the ground. That's what defensive linemen live for.
They are up against it, a 3rd and long, needing a touchdown here in overtime. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And he dropped it. Incomplete pass in what would have been a huge gain. No defender anywhere around, and he just flat dropped it. One more stop by this defense wins it. 4th and long in overtime. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Fires to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Duke. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. So TCU pulls out the victory over Baylor. You know those Horned Frogs will celebrate and exercise bragging rights until they meet again. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.